Hi, I'm Edua Lena, and today we're going to talk about economic justice. To me, economic justice is about ensuring that there is true equality and access for all when it comes to enabling them to gain, earn, and build wealth over time, both for themselves, for their immediate families, and for future generations. So that's what economic justice is about.
I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up.
I have been in corporate America for almost the last 2 decades, and so I'll start there, and then I'll talk a little bit about my entrepreneurial experience and the role that society and community plays in that game as well. When it comes to corporate settings, when it comes to traditional employment, I believe that society and community play a huge role in ensuring that they are, again, challenging their bias whenever they see it flaring up, challenging the bias of others, and ensuring that there is true access to opportunity within the corporate workspace. And so that can look like ensuring that Black folks, Black women especially, who are performing, who are doing great work, that we don't just assume that they are satisfied with whatever they're earning or whatever they're doing today. I've had several people say, I didn't realize you wanted more over different moments in my career. And I'm like, this is why it's so important for us to advocate for ourselves. But also, I think we need to check society, community, and those in those spaces need to check themselves when they make this assumption that Black folks are probably just grateful to be out of the hood or grateful to be out of their circumstances and grateful to be a part of their systems. No, we want more than that. We know that we can do more than that. So we want to learn, we want to be challenged, and we want the opportunity to perform, to grow the top line, to increase the bottom line, and to make things really more impactful. And so I think that's the role that society and community has, which is continuing to share the stories, elevate the stories of Black women who are doing it, and ensure that we check bias when we see it, so that way the future of our society, other Black women, other young women coming up have the opportunity to thrive rather than to survive and to completely have to fight at every turn. When it comes to the entrepreneurial journey, I think society and community has the opportunity to really lean in, again, by elevating Black brands, Black-owned brands, and investing in them. And you can invest in them in many different ways. You can invest as an angel investor, you can invest through some sort of partnership, and you can invest by publishing their brands, sharing their brands with other people. You can invest by buying, by actually investing dollars and furthering their success. And you could also choose to invest and or to help those folks by giving them advice and supporting them on their journey. Ask them, but the most important thing that you can do is ask them what they need. Ask them what they want. What is going to make the biggest difference? What's going to take them from wherever they are today and what, like 10x what they're doing? How can they grow? And that might be introductions, that might be coaching, that might be mentoring, or it might be true dollars. But that's what society and community can do to really invest in Black women, is really focusing on both what you do within the system, so within those corporate settings, but also what you can do to support Black female entrepreneurs in their journey.
You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live
So Black women themselves can use their economic power to propel other Black women to achieve economic justice by saying yes to Black women. This year, the year of 2024, was my year of saying yes to Black women at every single turn. And it means that I'm hyper-focused on shopping Black brands, having immersive Black experiences that allow me to engage with other Black women who are leading, who are thriving, who are building not just themselves and their community, but their brands and other organizations that they are in support of, again, that lead and support and really invest and focus on Black women. And so for me, I think Black women can choose where they put their dollars. And we have to recognize we spend so much on our hair, we spend so much on our looks and on our goods and the things that make us happy and bring us joy. And we have to question, like, are we doing that and taking into consideration how, when we spend, how does that affect our sister, the other Black woman who's sitting side by side with us, how does that actually impact them? And if it helps them and it furthers them, that is a massive opportunity. And I know that not every decision can be made exactly that way, but there are so many decisions that we can prioritize and we can really filter and start with, does this serve Black women, whether it's because it's a Black woman brand, or this brand is really focused on serving Black women, or it employs lots of Black women, or something to that effect. And so I think there is power in recognizing the brands that you support, the organizations that you support, and how can you really pour into them. And it's one of the things that's helped me find some of the most amazing women, some of the most amazing brands that I get to support now, because I said, I'm going to focus on saying yes to more Black women and choosing and seeking those women out so that I can say yes.
You got my number, don't add me, 'cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus.
So being a co-founder allows me to shape the way money is used to create opportunities for others in a couple of ways. The first way is, as an early stage seed level organization, I'm able to introduce and provide access to people to actually become an angel investor if that's not something that they've done before. I remember my very first opportunity was offered to me by another Black person who met me and thought, hey, you're brilliant. I think that this is an awesome opportunity. And so I am looking to create opportunity for people to build wealth through investment. Those opportunities don't come every day. So knowing that people aren't hearing about those opportunities as they come, I'm trying to provide that for other women, especially, and women of color in my network. I think that's a huge opportunity that I have as a co-founder, is making sure that people are connected to the opportunity to grow their wealth through investment or alternative investment. So that's one mechanism. Another way is, the solution that I'm focused on is really about how people take their funds, because it is a fintech startup, how they take their funds and they allow their funds to grow for them, and how they can allow their funds to earn for them. And so that's another way that I feel I can be a proponent of increasing wealth for, and or enabling people to increase wealth for themselves. And then the last thing I would say is, like, I come now from a deep set of experiences in the social impact space. So I was a leader of ESG at a Fortune 500 organization. And it taught me the importance of recognizing that strategy, impact, and mission need to coexist, and they need to work in concert with one another. So one of the other things that I'm really focused on is, how does our platform and the introduction of our product enable people to learn more about financial education, financial wellness, what tools are out there, and how do we connect people to more resources, or at least prime them to be asking different questions and seeking new answers, maybe things that they don't already know today. And so those are the ways that I'm really focused on it. So A, creating opportunities for investment, but B, also ensuring that this solution actually introduces ways for people to grow their money. And then finally, ensuring that I'm also a part of people's educational journey. So as they learn and experience more, they can do more. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me to talk about economic justice. I'm really looking forward for you to rejoin us next week for another exciting conversation.